Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Captain of Industry and I'm going to unpause. No, I'm not going to unpause. Let me show you what I've done. This is crazy, but I think it's going to work. It may work. We'll see. We will see. I'm not sure. So last episode, we started working on kind of plans to shore up our iron production, and along with the iron smelting and production, we want to focus on plates, iron plates, and I'm kind of mousing over here on the right. Construction materials level 1, construction materials level 2, and construction materials level 3. Now, there's a million ways to design this, and I'm sure other people have their own preferences, but this is what I've come up with. I don't watch other YouTubers play the game. I like to kind of experiment with designs myself without being influenced by others. So that's kind of why, if you've seen it done more effectively on some other channel, that's fine. I can pretty much assure you I have not, and I kind of don't want to. I want to evolve my own designs, but this is what I've come up with so far. I'll show you how this works. They're right off the bat that you can see it. There's a ton of buildings, and this is going to involve a ton of population to pull this off. So we're going to have to beef up the beacon, or bringing people in, upgrading our colony, our housing, our food, all that stuff. So we'll roll this out over time, but let me show you the basic formula here. I've got one blast furnace feeding 2 metal casters, right? This guy's going to kick out 24 molten iron. These guys both process 12 at a time. I don't know why that recipe is selected. Anyway, these guys will each process 12. Then what's going to happen is that output from each metal caster is going to go up and be fed into a logic block. And this guy basically says, hey, if I've got metal plates stored and this is fully backed up, I think this is how we'll do it. We'll probably prioritize this warehouse here that's going to store up our iron plates. As long as that's full, go ahead and send your metal plates off to these guys. And I'll put the belt here, but I think it's going to be elevated. We have some logistics to do. So then if this is backed up with iron plates, we'll be sending, 24 iron plates across. And I've got 3 assembly manuals here because these guys each take 8. 3 times 8 is 24. So assuming the full production from these 2 metal casters comes through on a belt, then I'll keep these 3 manual assemblies busy. Why am I doing manual instead of the electronic assemblies? The reason I'm doing that is because these guys don't take electricity, apparently, which is kind of odd. But I don't think they take electricity. I'm not sure I don't know for a fact if the assembly electrics use electricity when they're producing just the construction parts. It doesn't seem to indicate there. It doesn't show how much electricity is going to be used. So I'm just going to work under the assumption that if you do it in the manual assembly, you don't need electricity. Now, electricity means coal, right? That's how we're generating our power. So there's a whole bunch of resources around that go into creating electricity, right? It's the excavator and the maintenance associated with that, and the fuel associated with that, and the trucks that are moving the coal around, and their maintenance and fuel. So there's a whole bunch that goes into producing coal. Not to mention the maintenance on the our power generators here as well. So if we can get by without electricity, that's kind of nice. The trade-off is we're going to be using more workers. So you can see I'm only getting 8 parts per minute for 6 workers, right? Whereas with this guy, I can get 12 for only 2 more workers. So it's a little more efficient people-wise to use the electric assemblies. But I'm going to go with the manuals. We'll see. Maybe that's a flawed logic, but seems like a reasonable trade-off to me. I'd rather save the electricity if indeed that's how this works. So I've got 3 guys there processing 24. They're going to kick out 24 construction parts. That'll go through a logic feeder here, or a logic block, balancer, flat balancer. then we'll say, hey, fill up storage with construction parts first. But if that's backed up, go ahead and start producing some construction part 2s with your excess resource. And then we'll feed in cement or concrete slabs into this assembler, and then this guy can dump out into a warehouse. And then I guess maybe we just end the line there or something. And if it backs up, it backs up. So priority here is construction parts 1. And then secondary is construction parts 2. There's storage here for those. There, boom. And this is set to construction parts 2. Then our next 2 metal casters do the same thing. The output goes up to a little flat balancer. And in this case, it's going to be a little different. We're going to say if the bottom port is backed up, then go ahead and send your extra iron plates. Just go ahead and send them up to the next production line. Maybe they can make use of them or something. But if we're not backed up, all those plates are going to do the same thing. We're going to come into 3 manual assemblers, all doing construction part level 1s. That's going to come into a warehouse. This time, there's no logic block. This is just basically going to serve as a buffer. I mean, we can pull from there if we want to, but it's basically just a buffer. And then that's going to loop around something like this. Probably. Let's see, how are we doing that? That's going to loop around somehow back into these guys. We'll have to work the belts so that I can get the other inputs in. Basically, these level 1s buffer and then into 2 of these guys, assembly electrics, to produce my level 2 construction parts. Then kind of same model as we got up above. The outputs for these, we can do these belts. We kind of know what's going to happen here. Fine. Outputs come into another flat balancer. This guy, can I change direction on this? Looks like the arrows are going the wrong way. Is there a way to rotate that or change the direction? I don't know. Might have to take that one out. Let me do that now before I forget. I don't see an arrow on that. I don't know if you guys do. Okay, now it looks like I see little chevrons pointing in that direction. I'm assuming that's correct. Anyway, out come the construction part 2s. We prioritize storing those in item storage. If we've got extras, we send them over to another assembly electric and we produce construction part 3s. And we throw down another warehouse to store, or we could even, oh, that's construction part 2s. We throw down another unit storage here for those construction part 3s. Right? And then you can imagine the next thing is going to be the same. This bottom layer is going to be the same thing and come across and do it. Now, what we need to do is a couple things. I need to route the ingredients into our assembly machines. So it's not just the plates, it's wood here for the level 1s. Then I got to bring concrete over. It'd be nice to do that with a belt from over here. And I think, what do these guys need? The 3s need copper. We're going to have to bring copper over too. So that's going to have to be belted up from down here somewhere. But we need to think about how to the order in which we want to build these things. Like, obviously, we can't build all this at once. There's just too many. It's going to require too many workers. We're already short workers. We'll be getting more. So what we might do, just trying to think what makes the most sense. Maybe we just unleash this middle tier, because that will get us each product once it backs up. We'll leave this existing smelter operation going. That gets us level 1s and level 2s. But then maybe we target this middle tier to try and get that going first. And then eventually we can tear all this out. That's kind of the plan. But I don't know. You know, there's a lot to it. I don't know if this makes sense or not. I kind of like it. Okay, we've got 3 inputs into those. So we need to route the wood in. We got to figure out how we want to do that. We definitely want item storage for that. We could even belt wood in, but we'll rely on trucks probably. So let's see. Wood into here and plates into here. Man. Just trying to think it through. Let's see if I can get an elevated conveyor going over here. I'm actually going to try and set up this first line just because I want to know how this is all going to fit together. So let's raise this belt. And we need to get 2 ingredients in here. This is the iron. And then we're going to have steel as well. And I'm just a little nervous about, is everybody going to be able to, or truck's going to be able to get in here and build things? Game's paused. We need to move things down a bit. Pull this off. That looks crazy and that looks crazy. Excuse me. Tear this out. Yeah, this episode, we're going to be doing a lot of this. So if you don't like watching this, skip this episode. I think this is going to take the full episode. We may be on pause the entire time. Let me try and come up. What I'm working on now is just a way to route our inputs in a way that trucks can still get through and stuff. So we got to do a little bit of belt weaving is what I'm anticipating here. This is the iron plates. That's strange. Why does that have to wiggle? Like we've got plenty of room. That kind of defeats the purpose because that blocks our ports. Wow, I'm surprised. It feels like we're far enough back. Okay, let's go back one more. I think that's where we were. Let me escape out of that. I want to start coming up as soon as I can. So let's go up. Go up one more. Nope. Now I can try to get up that last level. That's something that could work, right? For the iron plates. And then in theory, we need wood, but we're going to need to feed that into all these lines. So wood needs a way. Let's just, for the sake of visualizing it, let's just pop down a loose storage here for, whoops, unit storage here. Sorry, for wood. Not sure. Let's see. The trees are all over this way. Maybe it makes sense to come over here for wood or something. I don't know. Yeah, and we can move this just for visualization. Assume the wood's coming in this way. Let me check the overlays. Is that, yeah, that's reasonable. We could do this if we wanted. And let's go up to, come through here. Can I fit? Can't fit there. Need a way. Let's go up. Need to get over this because we're going to need to feed these lines too with wood. That's why I'm doing this. I am, okay, now I'm all the way up. Doesn't like it. Not sure why it's making me snake over there. It should be able to hop over that belt. Cannot join to a ramp. Okay, I've got E. I'm spamming the E key, so we're as high as we can go. That belt should be over the other one because that one is not that high. We could come over one more. We have to. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get under this, am I? Okay. I'm going to go down a level. That's interesting. Really interesting. I don't want to just get under this belt. But I can't seem to do it. Cannot seem to get under this guy that's ramping up. That's not horrible. It's not where I want to be. These little supports are kind of interesting. So this is our iron plates. That's 3 high, or that's the maximum height for that belt. And I kind of wanted to snake the wood one lower underneath that. And that's where I'm having problems. Let's see. Let's keep trying. If we can see if we can do that. How about, can I come up to and just sit right under here? I want to go the other direction. I need to be over this way a little bit because we're going to have to snake under. How about, I got an idea. Let's, wow. Okay, let me, that's the max height. I want to be one lower. Hit Q. Sure, what's going on here? don't want that to connect. I want it right there, really. Oh man, is that hard to see. I cannot turn on the actual play, the gameplay here because man, I cannot tell. Is that what I want? Is that doing the right thing? Looks like it. Okay, do I have 2 stacked belts? It looks like I do. So hard to see, but I don't, that's not the game's fault. I don't know if there's an easy way to do this. I want to hook into this guy. Boy, that's impossible to tell if that's working. Trying to rotate. Oh, the game's fighting me a little bit. Let me go. Let me go. Okay. That from the side looks like it's all right. I'm assuming a truck can get under there. Maybe it can't. But they can come through here. They should be able to get through here if they need to build anything. That's our wood, and that is our iron plates coming in there. That should be good. So these guys should all be supplied with what they need. They don't need electricity. They just need people. Then this one, we got to wait for this thing to get built before we can even set the priority on it, unfortunately. And this gets us level 1s and level 2s. I guess, maybe we could turn on this top part first. It's just staff-wise, it's going to be difficult to make that happen, but it may get us the building parts that we need to do the rest of it. Because this is going to get us iron plates. They'll get stored off in here. And then it'll get us level 1s stored off in here. And then to the extent that fills up, it's going to take a while. Then it'll start giving construction part 2s, right? Down here, construction part 2s are the priority. There's no waiting for this to fill up. This buffer, which has construction part 1s, is going to directly feed into these other guys. Right? This is just meant to be like a buffer. So we'll see. I may have to elevate that belt, so we're not going to do that yet. Because I got to have construction part 1s kind of interleaved with the concrete. I'm not sure how we're going to belt that over yet. I'm wondering, should we pause all of these other lower buildings? There's a lot to click on here. Pause. Maybe we can let the pipes get built. But let this thing run, because that, I think, is ready. Go. No, we need to get concrete here. We need to get concrete. They can deliver it by truck for now. Let's see if I pause these guys. Wow, yeah, that's going to take a minute. Not as worried about the belts, I guess. They build those. We could pause those two. Maybe it saves resource. It says paused already. Oh, maybe not. Okay. That one maybe we'll have built. Outer one. Paused. Paused. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how this is going to work, if it is going to work. May not. Could be problematic. Leave that one going. All right, let's hit play with that. There's a couple more things here. These are all a lot of construction parts. That thing looks backwards, right? I don't know how you're supposed to know the direction on these. Let's delete it. We'll double check all of these. Yeah, see, the chevrons are facing that other way. Let's look at one that's actually live. Oh, I don't have any. Maybe I can test it on a pipe one and see if we can reverse the direction here. Doesn't say you can. Prioritize incoming parts, prioritize outcoming ports, and then swap them. Now, I think I got to get this placed correctly with these chevrons facing the other direction. That one's right. And this one looks wrong. Okay. I don't know. Am I supposed to rotate this? R. Okay. Those chevrons look correct now. We'll see. Hopefully those aren't going to be too problematic for us. Pause. That one's paused. That one's paused too. These can go. All right. Drum roll. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. That's our iron storage. That's meant to be wood. Here we go. Boom. We'll see. That's going to consume a ton of resource. We sent our ship out. We know we're going to need population. Unity is down. Let's see what they're crying about. Plenty of food. Oil rig is going. Research lab. The beacon. The beacon is on, eh? I guess we'll leave that on. We need the workers. 16 refugees in less than 2 months. And we might want to... How's housing? We've got tons of housing, right? 140. We can support 140 more people. Excuse me. Maintenance is looking pretty good. Let's bounce back. Fuel looks good. We can maybe pipe some stuff. This guy's probably waiting. Take a look at the oil rig real quick. 2 shifts. Oh, worker shortage probably, right? Yeah, we got to get more workers. Oh, right here. Unity, should we grab some more workers? 10, 20, 30, 40. Go for the gold, right? 50 workers. Let's bring them back. I don't know. Is there anything for us to do there? Let's bring them back. Boom here. Oh, check it out. It immediately credited us those workers. So we've got 15 workers available. If that's the case, maybe the oil rig should be ramped up to 3 shifts temporarily. We got more that are going to come in from the beacon as well. And we probably want to eventually turn on a farm here. Let's turn on this guy. We got 19 workers. I'm going to unpause this guy. Excuse me. 59 months food supply. Let's turn off plenty of food. 77 months food supply. We're at 639. That wasn't 900. We'll get that farm going. I don't have fertilizer. Got a bunch of stuff that's going to slowly get constructed here. Throat's really dry. Here we go. Water looks good, so our farm should be in good shape. We got more refugees. 16 more. They gave us a little copper, rubber, and diesel. Not much to speak of there, but better than nothing. Here comes our ship. Refueled instantly. Waiting for materials. We've paused this, I thought. Yeah, we've paused the gun, the rear gun. We've got a decent amount of iron. Should we just go for it? But as I say that, look at the iron is just dropping rapidly. Maybe not. What else could we do? Should we send the ship out to explore even with without more armaments? Let's go. Let's be bold and see what happens. Send our ship back out. Okay, we got to be conscious of food now. We got 39 workers. I'm going to turn on yet another farm. We need to think about getting water over to these farms. So that could be water pumps. It could be bridging off of this water and just sending it up there. It's a long pipe. And we have water over here. We could maybe leverage water here. I'm getting nervous about food just because I'm going to go ahead and open up this farm because we've got the workers for it. Nervous about food because we just brought in like 50, 60 workers or something. So that's why I'm a little nervous about that. Diesel looks good. Let's go check out the oil rig. Is that thing pumping now full on? I don't know why it's not. Maintenance is great. You got it set to 3 shifts. It's saying no. Do we not have enough workers? Thought we had a surplus. So this is Oh, no unity. Oh, that's not good. Let's turn down the fuel saver. See if we can get that unity back in the positive. Oil rig's chewing it up. Research is chewing it up. I'm going to pause the... There's no research selected. Let's pause the research. That gets us workers too. The beacon is on. I'm okay with that. And I think we want to get water in these farms. Let's see. Do we have a water deposit nearby? We have some here where we could pump. Not the most roomiest place to do it. Groundwater pump. Where is the output on this thing? I guess I see it. Would we want to have it right next to the farm? Or would we want to have 2 of these and then a tank and then a pipe going out to this guy too? Kind of like that idea a little better. I'm going to prioritize these guys. This tank. Can my guys, they can truck in from the other side. Oh, here comes our battle. 1,000 to 1,250. We're a little stronger, but we're going to take a beating. And that's why I wanted to get those other guns on the ship. So we're going to chew through a bunch of iron plates when our guy gets home, if he makes it through this. Be nice if we got some benefit once we scuttled their ship. So long. Did we get anything? No. How about like a bunch of instruction part number 3s? Ooh. Area explored. Found some loot, a radar system. Hooray. We need to get back to where we once belonged because we took a beating. So back home, we explored something and we unlocked something in the tech tree, looks like. But back to business here. Let's hopefully these guys can build this. May rework this pipe later once we get fertilizer. For now, I just want to make sure these guys are irrigated. Workers. Unity is slowly bouncing back up. We turned off some of the edicts that were costing us Unity. Not great. And we turned down the research. This is going to take forever. But the reason it's going to take forever is because we don't have it already in place. So this is going to increase our ability to produce building materials. What do we got going on here? What's the holdup? Getting rid of slag, apparently. So we've got maintenance issues. Do we have maintenance issues? Why is the trucking so backed up? Was there a cave in? Where's all my trucks? What you guys doing? Like they're delivering goods. Seems odd, doesn't it? Seem odd to have that be that backed up on trucks. Is it workers? Food 687. What could we take down? Diesel looks okay. It doesn't look great. I'd love to see the offshore oil rig work. I'm going to put it down to 1 shift. Trucking, like I said, is way backed up. Okay, groundwater pumps. I may pause one of these at least. Let's pause one. We're getting rain. That should help. Just don't want to get caught off guard on food. We've been doing really, really good on food for the whole this whole season, pretty much, I think. But man, it'll creep up on you if we bring in a bunch of workers, which we just did. Unity is slowly climbing. This guy, again, is still waiting for the slag to get delivered out of here. Now, hopefully they have a place to dump it. There is a little deposit there that they were able to place, so I gotta think they've got room to dump. The other option is way out here, and you can see a road has formed. Let's check out this dump site. Are we running out of dump site? No, there's plenty. Let's go level, and maybe we can extend this out. So that's that one. Don't think we need to increase the ramp. That ramp is functional. Here we could think about doing something a little different. Let's see. Can't remember how we did this. Can we go this direction? Yeah. Whoop. I think that's good. I think that's good. All right, this guy hopefully is picking up slag. He is. Let's see where he goes. He's taking the long way. Wonder how you prioritize where they actually go. That's a long trip for the slag. That's a really long trip. This seems like it would be closer. But yeah, I don't know. Not sure why. We did get some material delivered there. You can see a little mound there. That's where I'd like them to be dropping it off. Crude. We don't have any crude. We got to repair the ship. Ship health and repair. Do I have to touch anything or say repair the ship? Or is it just going to do it? Ship health and repair. I don't see anything telling me to. And I'm a little concerned that we don't have fuel in there. That's not good. But it could have to do with this trucking backlog. Maybe make another truck or two. Fuel is an issue. It's just not being delivered. Yeah, it's just not being delivered for some reason. There's a bunch of it in here. A whole bunch. We just need someone to deliver it, or I need to run a pipeline, a huge pipeline over to this thing. Or we could put a fuel station over here. That maybe makes a lot more sense. A little cramped. Truck export on. What about pumping this over to what about putting a fuel station right over here somewhere? Then we know that thing's always got fuel. Boy, I got a lot of stuff being built right now. That's the only issue. I'm thinking something squirrely like this. Show you what I'm thinking. That goes there, and then a pipe over to it. Oh man, it's a little crazy. Bring this guy down. Something like that. Population increases. Okay, off with the beacon. So long, beacon. We got plenty of workers. We got all of the farms are online. Let's put this to water and let's prioritize this tank. New refugees, 16, got a little copper and a little rubber, a little fuel, not a lot. We need to run our pipe here too off of this stuff. We never did that. Let's do that right now. Up. Okay, we may have to dip under. Let's see. Are you going to let me do that? Looks like it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the assist. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That is a cool feature. It's helping me route the pipe by hopping one extra height, more than I'm entitled to. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Perfect. Got a bunch of stuff to prioritize now. Food. We got to keep an eye on food. I'm nervous about food. Unity is starting to bounce back. Let's turn on fuel saver. Food's climbing back up, 737. We still have room for storage. We're making a couple trucks. These guys are waiting on rubber. How is rubber? Should be pretty good. No? We need more oil. Do I have trapped trucks here? Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Is that part of our trucking problem? Look at this. These guys look jammed in there, right? They're stuck. They're stuck. All right. We can maybe solve that. That's our flare. Let's put another flare down. That's a bummer. That might be part of our problem. All right. It is all right. Flare. Where's your inputs? What a flare here. Let's deconstruct this and free these guys. That's a big part of our problem, I think. I don't know how many trucks are sitting there, but I was kind of wondering. Food, again, food and diesel are my two concerns. My main things, food and diesel. Maintenance looks great. Fuel's an issue. I think it's a trucking thing. So hopefully we can get this deconstructed. Bet there isn't a way to reset the trucks. Okay, somebody's going to help. And hopefully these guys, this will free up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all those trucks that were held up. And our colony was thriving despite it, I might add. Despite it. Throw your best challenge at me, game. I will prevail. Definitely want to prioritize these. I think that's what we're sending in, right? Those two, heavy distillate and light distillate, I think. All right, let's see if our trucking bounces back after that mess. How's power? Power looks like it's holding steady pretty good. Housing's okay. Eventually we're going to have to upgrade, but we've got, man, a lot of construction projects going. How's our little maintenance factory? Obviously pretty good. And we're at 98%. Nice. Oh my gosh, look at... Wow. Wow. That looks really good. In fact, should I shut one of these down? Do I have 3 going? I do. Yeah, let's free up some workers. Boom. Let's free up a couple of these. And instead get the our oil tanker ramped up on 3 shifts. I'd like that idea better. And I'd like to get all these pipes done. I prioritize more. I hate to keep prioritizing everything that we're building. I don't hate it, but I understand it's not the smartest approach. Crude. I'm going to prioritize. Sorry, guys, but got lots of important things to do. Crude. You guys are all happily configured. All right. Trucking. Please catch up. Trucking. Fuel in particular. Oh. Yeah, we're getting there. You can be prioritized too. Maybe somebody will come and take care of you. That'll get fuel into a new fuel station. We'll need to assign a truck. I'm tempted to take the truck off of this far one. Do it. You can go do something else in the meantime. Help build stuff. All right, this is now back ready to go. These guys are taking rubber somewhere. I guess for our belts, all these belts and stuff we've got. Not bad. I say we wrap it up here and pick it up in the next one. Look at that queue. Oh, man. I wonder if that just has to do with how many things we've got constructing. Oh, what are you doing? He got fed up. He's like, there's nobody set to fuel me, so I'm going to go get my own fuel. Oh, man. Sorry, buddy. There's this guy's doing the same thing. Soon, guys. Soon. Just... I need some people to deliver fuel. I'm not sure why this doesn't empty out a little bit. Why they're not collecting from here. Is it because there's a pipe? Truck export is on, but they're just not prioritizing delivering that fuel anywhere. Sorry, excavators. I'm going to assign a truck here. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Oh, he's refueling too. All right. I can take a hint. Our tanker left. That is super good to see. We'll get more fuel. Anyway, yeah, let's wrap this one here, and we'll pick it up in the next episode. We're surviving. Food looks okay. Diesel looks okay. We're going to get more crude right now. Bunch of construction projects underway. We just got to wait for this stuff to get built. It's going to take some time. Maintenance looks fantastic. If you ever doubted that, and take a look, it's going well now. Unity's not great. In the negative. But yeah, we'll pick it up next episode and keep growing our colony here. We opened up a couple more farms. So that's going to ensure our food supply, hopefully, for all the new people we've brought in. We brought in like at least 70 people this episode. But yeah, for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode.